This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. PNP wants property returned to evicted Bernard Lodge residents. The Human Rights Commission of the People's National Party wants the Andrew Holness-led administration to make a restitution to persons affected by Thursday's demolition exercise near Clifton in Bernard Lodge, St. Catherine. It said the actions of the government represent a blatant disregard for the tenets of the United Nations Convention on Human Rights and supporting international conventions to which Jamaica is a party. Forced evictions constitute gross violations of a range of internationally recognized human rights, including the human rights to adequate housing, food, water, health, education, work, security of the person, freedom from cruelty, inhumane and degrading treatment, and the freedom of movement, a media release from the Commission on Saturday said. It asserted that it is the obligation of the government to ensure that a proper framework is in place to facilitate the ease of access to and ownership of property. Chairman for the Commission, Isat Buchanan, said the demolition of homes without the service of adequate notice and an opportunity to be heard is especially egregious as it was led by the government. He added that regardless of how the people obtained the property, the government had an obligation to treat them humanely. The Commission is calling for the government to immediately refocus its actions by ending all plans for the demolition, commence meaningful engagement with the residents, and to work with all stakeholders with a view to returning not just the lost property, but the dignity to the affected residents. Indicom probing death of 3 men in shootout with security forces. The Independent Commission of Investigations has commenced a probe into the fatal shooting of 3 men and the injury of a soldier at an illegal party in Hague Settlement, Trelawney, on Saturday morning. Those killed have been identified as 21-year-old Tushane Cleghorn, 26-year-old Trevor Riney, otherwise called Beanie Ortella, and the 23-year-old Oshane Surgeon, otherwise called Pimento. The police say about 2:15 a.m., a joint security team carried out an operation at the premises where an illegal party was in session. It is alleged that the lawmen were fired upon by a group of armed men at the venue, and the joint security team took evasive action and returned the fire. When the shooting subsided, Cleghorn, Riney, and the surgeon were discovered suffering from gunshot wounds. They were transported to the Falmouth Hospital, where they were pronounced dead. The police say 3 semi-automatic pistols along with 17 rounds of ammunition were taken from the men. A member of the Jamaica Defense Force was also shot in his arm during the exchange of gunfire. He was also rushed to the hospital, where he was treated and admitted in stable condition. St. Catherine man involved in ear-biting incident granted bail. A St. Catherine man who allegedly bit off the ear of another man was granted $500,000 bail when he appeared in court on Friday. 34-year-old laborer Dewan Dixon of Marley Acres Old Harbor is before the St. Catherine Parish Court on a charge of unlawful wounding. Attorney at law Oliver Clue told the court that the incident was a physical confrontation in which Dixon also received a bite to the chest. Bail was granted on condition that Dixon surrenders his travel documents, relocates to Clarendon, and reports twice weekly to the Mapen police station. Dixon's court appearance arose from an incident in Marley Acres on September 22 when he allegedly bit off the left ear of the complainant and spat it on the ground. The complainant was taken to seek medical attention, but attempts to reattach the ear proved futile. Dixon was arrested and charged following an investigation by the Old Harbor Police. Massey Distribution Jamaica confirms cyber attack on its systems. Massey Distribution Jamaica, one of the country's largest suppliers of consumer and pharmaceutical goods, says it was the victim of a recent cyber attack, although it's mum on whether customers' data was impacted. The specifics of what occurred are still under investigation by our technical experts, said the company in a statement Saturday on the ransomware attack. Ransomware attacks occur when hackers lock up victims' data and demand exorbitant sums to return it. Some hackers also copy sensitive files and threaten to post them publicly unless they get their ransom payments. Massey's marketing and corporate communications manager, Patria K. Charles, said the incident was discovered about 2 weeks ago and has been resolved. Whether there was any data breach and if payments were made to the attackers were among a series of questions from the news that Massey did not answer. We remain confident that our ongoing cybersecurity risk mitigation efforts have been effective to date in enabling the timely identification of and responding to this incident, the company said. It added, our robust business continuity measures as well as shared expertise across the group allowed for the restoration of affected operations safely and quickly. Already, we know that our systems and enterprise resource planning software remain unaffected, and all activity by the company is at full resumption. Charles said Massey has not involved the government authorities in its response to the cybersecurity issue. This is the second cyber-related incident to hit a member of the Trinidad-based Massey Group this year. An attack forced the company to close Massey stores in Trinidad and Tobago on April 28. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.